Convocation Center of the Black Hawk Baptist Church in Fort Wayne, Indiana, we present the Bible Hour with Pastor David Jeremiah. From the Convocation Center of the Black Hawk Baptist Church in Fort Wayne, Indiana, we present the Bible Hour with Pastor David Jeremiah. From the Convocation Center of the Black Hawk Baptist Church in Fort Wayne, Indiana, we present the Bible Hour with Pastor David Jeremiah.
Good morning, and welcome to the Bible Hour. Now, live from the Convocation Center of the Black Hawk Baptist Church in Fort Wayne, Indiana, it's the Bible Hour. Good morning, and welcome to the Bible Hour. Now, live from the Convocation Center of the Black Hawk Baptist Church in Fort Wayne, Indiana, it's the Bible Hour.
Welcome to the Bible Hour, an hour of Bible study, music, and fellowship,
which we hope you'll find to be an encouragement. Thank you for joining us.
This is the Sunday morning worship service of Black Hawk Baptist
Church. Thank you for joining us.
Morning, Black Hawk. We are excited to celebrate our 50th anniversary here at Black Hawk, and we think it's going to be a great event. It's basically like having a 4-day birthday party, I guess, if you will. And so it's a great time just to be able to invite your friends. Several events that we'll have that week, as there's details on our website and our app, and you'll see in the video in a second. But think about it. Just be praying about who could come and sit next to you, who is at our 50th birthday celebration and just having an encounter with Jesus. We're excited about that. We've changed a lot over the last 50 years, and but through most of those, the Bible Hour has been a part of that. So I want to invite to the stage, if you'll join me in welcoming to the stage Ed Richard, who is leading that team. Thanks, Ed, for coming. It's not often that both of us are up here together, especially either one of us, but I am just a little bit worried of what could go wrong while we're both on stage, right? And so bear with us. But we're excited about just over the years. Tell me, how did the Bible Hour get started?
Well, back in 1973, I think when Pastor Jeremiah was here, they decided to do a Christmas special. So they videotaped that and aired it in 1973. And right after that, the station manager approached Pastor Jeremiah and said, "We'd like you guys to consider doing a live worship service every week." And so the pastor said, "Sure." So in 1974, we started that. And at the time, we just had live, it was live, and so timing was everything. So the opening little music would play, and then somebody better be standing there singing "How Great Thou Art," because that's how we started. And then the pastor would welcome everybody. We'd have a little bit of music, and then there'd be a little insert that we taped with the pastor. And then when he got up, he started, and he had to be done at 0. So, and if you cut him off, goodness, we had somebody get mad because we played a tape. And she said, "Why'd you cut the pastor off?" Well, it was a tape. Anyway. So it used to be called Live Worship Services of Black Hawk Baptist Church, which highly original. So then they came up with the Heritage Hour, which worked for a little while till a consultant came in and said it sounded like a furniture store. And they changed it to the Bible Hour. So we've been that since 1975. And manned by volunteers after the first year the studio did it. And then in 1976, we were able to get our own gear and when we moved into the Convocation Center across the street.
Yeah, that's incredible. And since 1976, I know a lot has changed. We're very different even today than we were even a few years ago. So tell us a little bit about how we got to where we're at and where we're headed.
Okay. So first of all, we were live, like I was telling you earlier, and so it was live produced. So you make a mistake, you blow it, it's on the air, and people at home can watch that and enjoy that, little Easter egg there. So then we got to where we could post-produce. Starting in about 1994, we were doing some editing. Now we can pretty much go back and grab every camera and every shot and do the audio and remix those. But the biggest thing I think to remember, the most important thing is we used to be live and we were to people that were watching TV. And then we got tape delayed when we weren't live, and it was still just people watching TV. Then here about, 7 or 8 years ago, we were able to go to live streaming. And now we're live streaming, and you can pick up old episodes and go back, and you can still see it. So it's good to see the evolution of just live to after the fact to now you can watch it anytime you want, and you can watch it live in driving down the road. Well, not the person driving, but the fact that you actually can do that and you don't have to have a TV anymore, pretty amazing.
We don't recommend watching and driving.
No, and I've never done that.
And so, but we're excited about the television. We're excited about our online feed growing. I know there's like even hundreds of people right now that are watching and tuning into Black Hawk. As I look at this table behind us, we're talking about coming to the table. It's to me, it's just a good representation of the Bible Hour and you and your ministry and what you do, and that's to prepare that table, to set that table every week through lights and sound and through all the cameras and everything to really set the table to get it ready for people to come and hear the Word of God. But I know it's not just you, and so you have a team of people. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, we have two things. First, I'd like to tell you about one story that happened. We had when the station first started bringing, they would actually man the cameras, and they brought the director and everything. One of the guys that sat there, his name was Glenn, and he was an engineer. So he would actually get on the phone, and he'd talk to the station, and is the microwave good? Are we live? Yeah. And he's well. One day, Pastor Jeremiah gave an invitation, and he just left his seat, and came forward, accepted the Lord, and became a volunteer who mentored me, along with Dale Sieglin, who's actually back there and still serving, which brings me to the second point. And, you can't do it alone, and you can't do it without people that are dedicated to what you're doing. I have at least one that's been here since the beginning, 1974. He's still running a camera. I've got a couple that have been here since about 1975, 76. We got 10-year and 15-year and 20-year veterans, and then we have some that are newer. But the point is, like one of my friends once said, he says, I can't stand up and sing. I don't feel comfortable being a greeter. I like to be behind the scenes. But I feel like when I do this, that I can reach people, and this is what I can do. And so, like he said, we'll never know. We may never know how we've affected anybody, but that faithful calling, the fact that they come and they keep serving day in and day out, year in and year out, is the most important thing, and that's why I'm here.
That's incredible, yeah. And I know there's maybe somebody out here like today that's like Glenn and would say, hey, maybe I can't sing or I can't do this, but I'd love to be a part of what's going on. Our pastors talk to people weekly whose lives have been impacted by our television and online ministry. There's people even in the room today that I saw that were baptized that we had connected with online. And so if somebody says, hey, I want to be a part of that, it's exciting, it's growing, and I know we need some help. So what should they do?
Come on down, come see me, let's talk. We need volunteers, and we need people who want to commit and be part of something.
Awesome. Can you thank Ed and his team of volunteers with me? Thank you, Ed.